To note, the very last poetry slam we did just days before we shut down for shelter in place and COVID, that very last poetry slam, Nazelah was the feature of that. So I'm really excited to have her back down here because she's one of my favorite people. So folks, give it up again for Nazelah Jamison.
You have a part in everything that happens to you. Not to say that it's your fault the bear attacked you or that you provoked it. Perhaps you decided to bathe in honey that day, or you didn't run when you had the chance. Maybe you fancied yourself the bear whisperer, or you thought playing dead would prevent being dead, as if death were the worst possibility. Examining your part is not blaming. It is empowering. The bear is here to maul people, and you are here to learn lessons. Next time, bring a gun to the bear fight. Or better yet, don't fuck with bears. How y'all doing? I feel like y'all a room full of people who like poetry, am I right? Okay, cool. So
what is today, Tuesday?
So this poem, I grew up in the Deep South, but this poem, so I'm not going to pull it up to read it. It's online, you can look it up. Somebody left a note on somebody's door in Berkeley and basically explained that they were a vegan jogger. And every time they ran past this person's house, they could smell meat wafting out of their window. And so they asked them to not eat meat anymore. Or basically shut their window when they eat meat, cook meat. So I wrote a response. This is called Cannibal. Are there any vegetarians in the room?
Not tonight.
Just checking. Okay. In church, we ate God every first Sunday. Or rather, we ate the body of His Son, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, washed Him down with grape-flavored blood, went home in the afternoon and chewed on the flesh, of the actual flesh of the dead and unholy. I grew up country poor. We only shopped in grocery stores for canned tornado food and milk. Our farmer relatives fed us. I spent late summers snapping peas and shelling beans for freezing. First 2 weeks of after school, cleaning freshly run chickens. By spring, we were down to hogshead cheese and fatback sandwiches. By summer, dinner was grits and fried canned tomatoes. God bless slaughter season and early harvest. When I was 7, I once had a pet chicken. It was then that I learned the meaning of life. When I came home from school and she was silently on my plate, her cage and my belly both empty. Hunger eclipsed my righteous indignation. God is great, God is good. Let us thank Him for this food. Vegetarianism is a religion, proselytized by city-dwelling atheists and rich folk. It is an elite Western ideology, attractive to those with no immediate fear of starvation. Consumers of billboards and articles and philosophies, drinkers of smug self-righteousness, to wash down the multivitamins when the rice cakes were not enough. Humans at their base eat what is edible. Country Christians eat by the Bible. Jesus gave the people fish, invited us to eat His flesh. Basically said, fill your belly with what I have availed to you. I am no longer Christian, but I eat what is available to me. My hunger eclipses your politics. Perhaps I'm wrong. Maybe my country grandmas and aunties lived well into their 90s in spite of hog maws and pig knuckle sandwiches. And Mother Earth would prefer we set domesticated food animals free to overpopulate and die from mass starvation. What I do know, though, is PETA protesters are made of meat. When this earth inevitably transitions, When crops dry up and blow away, when all the animals have gone to slaughter due to famine and waste, there are no more chickens. There will be vegetarians. I will eat what is available to me. Hunger eclipses everything and transforms saints into saviors. So I have been doing this next poem for a while. It was about you. More specifically, it was about the men in this room. However, then I dated somebody crazy and I realized that this poem was about me. So, this is this poem. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Unfortunately, it was the stuff I was made of. So now, stitches break, and I leak, empty, flung into a corner defeated, resenting life because it goes on with or without me. How many hymns? How many nevers? How much really did he not love me enough? But not really, because he made me believe pie crust promises of gingerbread castles in the sky. Thought he was a stallion. Made me mistake my pen for a sword when it was really a magic wand sealing my fate. Wrote him love letters in ink blue, like my blood without oxygen, without him. He, transforming my heart's desire into balls of paper to be consumed by his fire, which never really warmed me up anyway. Hard to believe he would leave. Harder to accept after he left, and I knew it all along. I knew he didn't love me. Now I just sit around listening to love songs and drinking too much red wine tonight until I escape into my dreams. Dreams of him, which he loves me, comes to me holding his heart. That precious ruby encased in dry ice I can never melt in real life. But in my subconscious, he was always my hero. Epic, panoramic visions in my head of him and me fighting dragons and chasing unicorns, and the wind always blew my hair in that 80s music video type of way that really turned him on. And when I closed my eyes, my makeup was always perfectly done. Not like now. My dazed eyes gaze upon mascara tracks and lipstick marks, printing my pillowcase like footprints, or physical evidence, or evident regret. After all, I only found out he was leaving this morning. Forever ends abruptly when it wasn't really love. Forever seems so short when it ended, but oh so long the hours seem stretched like lifetimes. reality slowly sinks into my skin, I realize I just lost my best friend. The tide of misery still rises. Memories play like endlessly looping videos in which everyone's perfect. No one's overweight or unemployed. No one ever gets tweaked out and paranoid. Just remembering all the sleep I missed, truth bursts with the champagne bubbles of bliss. He wasn't Prince Charming. He was a narcissist. I always thought he wanted a commitment because I did. At first sight, I thought it was love. When to him, it was just a series of blowjobs and back rubs. And my own love addiction, and his willingness and ability to be my drug. He said it was my style, my sexy smile, invited me to a corner to make out for a while. From that to this, 6 months later, I sit marinating in lavender lies and goodbye kisses. He never really loved me. He just sucked me. So now I feel just like a sucker. His sweet words dissolving like sugar in my tears. Here, alone in my lonely apartment, sans TV, cell phone, pocket money, and heartbeat. I gotta get up early in the morning, find me another lover, job, obsession, scrub the paraphernalia from the corners of my room and my mind, rub the sleep out of my eyes, and tell myself he wasn't all that fun. And tell myself love is blind. Tell myself whatever I have to leave his ass behind. He never really loved me. He ain't never coming back. I can pack that shit in my pipe and toke it till I'm high off the smoke of my recently burning past. And you know what they say? It is better to have loved and lost, but then what did love ever have to do with it anyway? I'm 3,500 miles away, having hot flashes in air-conditioned rooms, getting over you. It is not as hard as I thought. Surviving never is from the outside, out of love, out of the drowning pool, out of the pits of despair. The imp sneaks up behind me and sets my hair on fire. I break into a sweat and slowly count down from 30, the length of another personal summer, one season at a time. Yours was winter, icy dark and relentless. Your laughter was barb-hooked projectiles intentionally pointed and painful. Your smile is existent as December Alaska sun. I am suddenly room temperature again. The temperature of the room is 56 degrees. I shrug on my sweater. I never quite know the actual weather. Hot flashes are caused by a confused hypothalamus. When my internal thermostat thinks I am too warm, it turns up the heat to cool me down. It is counterintuitive and masochistic, much like my attitude toward relationships. Maybe my body, like you, will get bored with torturing me, or maybe I will soon stop setting inadequate fires in the Arctic snow. I'm home, still overcoming. No heat wave in my hometown, just internal inferno upon waking, just lukewarm phone calls from you. I want to ignite something, but I have only my own spark and no match. The thought of this turns me into a glowing ember. I focus on what I can't control. You, the weather, my erratic body temperature. Every second feels like an entire sunrise, and also like a rising glacier, and also like a death count. To think there was a time when all I needed to feel cool was for you to tell me I'm pretty. But that was before being your side chick became a full-time unpaid position. I gotta work tomorrow. I still don't have time for your bullshit. Or good morning beautiful texts. or changing my soaking wet pillowcase, or changing my sleep-deprived mind. I am at peace for the moment, meditating on solitude and air conditioning, safe and naked between my sheets and the folds of my own solace and self-love. Everything always eventually passes, including heartbreak and hot flashes. I'm Black. I know, right? Happy belated Black History, people, brothers, sisters. Happy belated Black History Month. This Black History year, though. So, you know, it ain't gonna really stop. It's 2026. I perform a lot in a lot of different rooms. Some poetry, some music. Sometimes people who aren't necessarily Black ask me if I do any Black girl poems. And my response is, I'm a Black girl. All my poems are Black girl poems. That said, this is a Black girl poem. This is for my sisters. I am a Black woman, so indisguisably, undeniably, blatantly Black. I cannot hide in a room full of conservatives, or behind an American flag, or under a live stream of tears. They don't hunt me all the time, not always hungry for my milk or meat, never interested in saving my life, most content to stand on my back and ignore me. My persistent elevation is most annoying. My majestic wings offend. I fully expect to die every day in my every life aspect. Minding my business is detrimental. Calling for help is fatal. I am the most dangerous animal in America. My success is a threat to my counterparts. My continued existence is a slap in the face to the rosy-cheeked lynch mob. Mad that I keep saving the day while losing limbs and life and heart. Upset that I regenerate, eat fire, and spit resistance. You corral me and mine into a cage created from your disregard and underestimation and recurrently return to find it empty. You cannot contain or reduce me. I will not be broken, tamed, or destroyed, despite you keeping my mirrors shattered and my ceilings truncated and made of pyrex. Though you would keep me wedged between a rock and your semi-firm testicular fortitude, I will continue to bring blessed night into your harshly lit and deadly daydreams. So stay mad, but hydrated. Make sure your blanket of privilege is thick and flame retardant, lest my fiery and perpetual rebirth burn this alabaster patriarchy to the ground. This is for all of us. This is called Man of War. We do not love him, this pseudo-dictator, this cheap, empty wine bottle wrapped in barbed wire, this reanimated, battered equine nightmare, this sentient, detached fist. He haunts us incessantly, hides behind our shoulders and tired temples, seeps into our relationships and unrelated conversations, lives in the spaces between our paychecks and inside our deepest anxieties and just beneath the daily joys. We need you to know we do not love this erasure of history and dignity, this caricature of American success, this celebrated and blatant oppression. His projected light is a sickly yellow. The water he begrudgingly pours is a poisonous green trickle. A percentage of us have drunk from his noxious puddle. These are the zombies among us, shambling aimlessly toward their own ruin, voraciously devouring their own humanity, impervious to empathy. They do belong to us, as reluctant as we are to admit it. They may be forever lost. We can never ignore their absence. But this orange atom bomb who calls himself a man, this utterly spiritually bankrupt disgrace who crowns himself a king, this naked emperor who refuses to release this mortal coil, him we do not love, and will rejoice as we forget someday that he ever existed at all. wrote this 10 years ago. It is cold in the desert at night, hundreds of miles away from home, taking refuge beneath cacti and potential liberty. And then they come to put the shivering and desperate in deep freeze, appropriately named ice, for there is nothing more frigid than rejection, than being shoved into a room and forgotten, like so much snow shoveled to the side of a pristine road. To many, America is merely a glorious mirage, an imitation promise, gold at the end of a counterfeit rainbow, which immediately dissolves upon contact. The fearful fuel their angry hatred with myths of dirty rivers of crime and sinister threats flooding our way of life. In reality, the border is a frozen dam, where abominable, uniformed snowmen herd other people's displaced children into cages under unheated tents because these people are undocumented immigrants. Satisfied, apathetic citizens turn off Fox News so they can take their offspring on day trips to the zoo. Illegal aliens deserve what they get, but we love animals. Land of the freeze, home of the beige. Be careful, brown brother, in these tundra streets. Dress American and learn English. Drive slow, be inconspicuous. Save up and rent a Caucasian companion if you can, lest you be snatched off the sidewalk by a gang of gun-toting polar bears with badges and eventually ejected back to the desolate war zone from whence you came. I, as a black citizen, will pray earnestly that you safely evade the ice storm as I continue to dodge the target on my own back as well. So I have a book. No, I don't have it with me. So I have a book. It's called Evolutionary Heart. It is 4 parts. It's basically a trajectory of a relationship. It's 4 parts. There's me, him, us, and then me, because all relationships begin and end with me. I do not have that book on me. I sold out, and I'm having issues with my publisher, so I don't have it. If you can find it online, you can get it. I would like that to not deter you from giving me money this evening. And in all seriousness, in here and out there, and this is for everyone who performs. If you ever see a performing artist or a visual artist, in here and out there in the street, and you like them, or they make you laugh or cry, or they change your mind or your day or your life, go up to that person and ask them if they have something to sell. And if they do, buy that shit. And if they don't have anything to sell you, give them money anyway. And if you don't have cash, we all got PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. Some people take personal checks. I do not, but you should check. We're just trying to pay our rent and bills, doing what we love, like you would like to pay your rent and bills, doing what you love. So please support your local artists. This is my Venmo, and on the other side is also my Venmo. So I'm going to pass this around, and you can do with it what you will. And in the spirit of that, this next poem is called Lottery. Lord, I promise, if you give me $1 million tomorrow, I will be charitable, kind, and generous to all who have loved me well or been compassionate to me when I was in need. I will give to total strangers in a struggle, financially support good causes, and I will not spend it all in one place, but rather moderate my shopping between luxury stores and car dealerships, and put a limit on impulse buying, or maybe give myself an allowance. I will not bestow money upon the unworthy, not the greedy or opportunistic, not the ex-husband or any ex-boyfriends, lovers, or transactional relationships, especially that last one, Lord. It was unsatisfactory and ended badly. I will not reward problematic behavior, and he needs to learn independence anyhow. Lord, I just want to have more than I need, and not worry that my utter demise is $100 away. You know I live in a capitalistic society. I'm a black woman who grew up poor. I have an incomplete college degree. I am not a tech professional. All I do well is art and loving people. That is to say, I'm not a lucrative commodity, which in America locks me in a wooden box of income and means that I will never have enough. Dear Lord, I know you do not support materialism, but if you give me this money, I will use it for the greater good. I will not spend funds on hookers and coke anymore. Nor will I donate it to corrupt organizations like Trump PACs or evangelical churches who hate joy, love, and black people. I cannot promise I will spend it all responsibly. I do covet a couple of pairs of gym shoes. My titties could use a bit of a boost, and I like a massage and a mani-pedi every now and then. But Lord, I swear to be frugal and practical, magnanimous and altruistic, and squander every penny before I die.